Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. So my last vlog literally ended hours ago. I spoke to you guys a couple of hours ago. Since then I fed Avery, we've gone down to get her medications, I've restocked her medicine shelf. I thought I would show you my new tattoo because I did promise that in my last vlog. So here it is. At the moment one half is kind of fresh, the other half is worn in a little bit, which is why there's a little bit of a difference in tone. About a month or so ago I had the pocket watch done and the outline for the rose, and I had the rose shaded and a little bit of touching up done on the pocket watch on Saturday. So I'm really happy with it. Obviously at the moment this just looks like one finished piece, but in my mind it's actually not. I have a tattoo on my thigh that stops about here. My plan is to eventually connect them. I don't just want to have roses and a pocket watch. I'd like to think of some other things that are meaningful to me that I can kind of intertwine with it, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I just wanted this to look complete for now, just so it didn't look kind of odd. So the part with meaning, I suppose, in this tattoo is the pocket watch. It actually has Avery's birth time in it, 4:39, and then also Avery's name just here, and then these Roman numerals here are actually mine and Josh's wedding date. So now I've got my children and my marriage to Josh represented on my body somewhere, which I'm really pleased with. I actually am really happy with the tattoo. It took a lot longer than I remember tattoos taking. I think in total about 6, maybe even 7 hours being tattooed. It was so painful, and I don't think I'll ever have my ribs tattooed again, but I'm glad I've done it. I'm happy with the tattoo. So I mentioned a few weeks ago when I talked about our plans for the summer holidays that we had a lot of trips, so it's back to the point where I need to pack for the entire family once again, but this time it's slightly easier. Eli's actually going to spend another week with his dad, so he's actually not coming with us, so I do need to pack separately for Eli and I need to pack for a whole week for him. But aside from Eli, I need to pack for the rest of us, so me, Josh, Avery, Zach and Marley, and I need to pack for 3 nights and then 3 full days. We are headed up country this weekend to stay with my mum for a few nights, and we're going to take the kids to Alton Towers on Saturday. The reason I chose Alton Towers is, number one, it's so close to my mum and dad. It meant that I could actually spend some time with them. It's a bank holiday weekend, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think my mum's actually having a bit of a housewarming as well. She moved into the house in the spring, but I think it's just taken them a while to get their garden done, and that's what they were waiting for. So there's that. And I just get to spend a bit of extra time with them because it is a bank holiday. But another reason why we chose Alton Towers is because for quite a while Avery watched CBeebies, and there's still some programs that she will kind of tune into, and Alton Towers actually has CBeebies Land, so I'm really looking forward to taking her to CBeebies Land. I did try and price up the CBeebies Land hotel, but it's very expensive. Like, we're talking thousands just for a couple of nights, and with my mum being so close and being able to get to spend time with her and my dad, I just thought we'd stay with my mum. She has a spare room. So it's going to be a lot like packing when we went to Amsterdam. The only difference is at least I don't have to pack separately for me and Josh. The weather's looking a little bit choppy. It's going to be mild, not overly warm, probably about 18 degrees. But it's supposed to be dry the day we go to Alton Towers, so I've got a good kind of mind in the kind of things I need to pack. Today I just want to kind of get all of the kids' clothes out, maybe even mine, and just kind of put them aside just so that I know what I'm packing, because there's a lot more than just clothes that needs to get packed whenever we go on a trip, especially for Avery and all of her medical stuff. Aside from that, this week I have a few other things on. I would like to do a little bit of baking. If you remember, before we went to Amsterdam I made some cookie dough because it was a bit of a flop with my baking, so I ended up saving the cookie dough. I think I am going to let the boys make those cookies. Since the dough's already made, I'm going to let the boys roll them up and kind of put them on the tray and everything so they feel like they made them. And then my brother and sister-in-law, the ones that live near us, actually have a wedding to go to on Friday, and I said that I would help out with the kind of hair and beauty side of things, I suppose. So I'm actually doing my niece's nails this week, and then I'm doing my sister-in-law's hair and makeup on Friday. So no pressure, because she is actually a big part of the wedding. It is her brother's wedding, so no pressure, but I'm sure I will be fine. and I'm actually quite looking forward to it, to be honest. Apart from that, Avery has an appointment this week. She has physio on Thursday. That's also the same day that Eli goes off. So this week, really, aside from those things, I just need to pack and get everything ready for us travelling up country. I really feel like this is becoming a little bit of a routine now whenever I pack for a trip. I mean, thinking about it, since I've been on YouTube, we've actually taken an awful lot of trips, and I think I've become a bit of a pro with packing now and kind of my system and process. I tend to start a good few days in advance because then each day I will do something new. So today I will get everyone's clothes out. I don't know if I'm going to iron this time. I'm really not sure, because apart from Alton Towers and then that evening, we're kind of just going to be vegging and enjoying my mum and dad's company. But today I'll pick out the clothes. Tomorrow I will probably start getting toiletries and bits and bobs together, figuring out the last minute stuff. Figuring out what of Avery's medical stuff we need to take, and the last day will be for the last minute stuff that I can't pack up until then. So I'm going to start with Avery, then move on to the boys, and then move on to my stuff, and I will wait for Josh to tell me what he wants to be packed before I pack his stuff, because I hate having responsibility of packing his clothes if he's not chosen them, because knowing my luck, I'll forget something, and I'm not going to let that be my fault. Morning guys, it is Tuesday and I took the liberty of getting the cookie dough out of the fridge last night, so it's pretty much the right consistency now, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is actually have the boys come downstairs and finish off making them, roll them into balls and putting them on the tray and whatnot, so they feel like they actually did the making part of them, just to get them off their screens for a little bit. Hands up to all mums that are in the midst of the summer holidays at the moment and you're just trying to find ways to get your kids' noses out of screens. I mean, I can't say much because all of my free time, my nose seems to be lost in a book, which generally is on a screen because that's where my Kindle app is. I'm genuinely considering buying the Raven Hood series in paperback just so I can keep them all with my One Last Rainy Day book. I've actually got it in my mind now that I kind of want a little library. Maybe not, well, probably not in this house, but when we move into a house that we know we're going to settle in, maybe have some bookshelves, fill it with lots of books. That I think would make my soul happy. Anyway, kickboxing went well last night. Marley was actually a little bit unwell, but he says he's feeling a lot better today. I'm still keeping a very close eye on Avery to make sure she's not coming down with anything. She's still twitching, so I called her paediatrician yesterday, or her secretary. Paediatrician's on annual leave this week, so the secretary is going to get a message to her next week. I've packed everything for Eli. His bag is pretty much ready to go, aside from his last minute bits like his electronics. I haven't really done any more packing since yesterday for us. Mainly because the rest of it is kind of last minute stuff, and it's stuff that I can't really pack until we're a bit closer to it and we don't need to use those things anymore. So anyway, enough rambling. I am going to get the boys downstairs to make some cookies. And just a word of warning, we're all having a little bit of a pyjama day today. We have no plans to go anywhere, so it's a lazy one for us. Aside from Avery, I had to get a dress because she had a little bit of a poo explosion, and I've just stuck some tracksuit bottoms on just in case I have to answer the door to anybody. But I am embracing this day where we don't need to leave the house, so we're all staying comfy.
Good morning guys, excuse the sound of my voice. I'm sick. As much as I sound worse now, I do think I'm over the worst of it, I hope anyway. We had an amazing bank holiday weekend. Alton Towers was amazing. I did take a little bit of footage, so I'm gonna insert what I have now. It was such a nice day. We went with my brother and sister-in-law. It's the same sister-in-law that watched Avery for us when we went to Amsterdam and the Maldives. It was just a really, really lovely day. No one got angry or agitated like you can do walking around a theme park all day. Everyone was just happy all day. Everyone was patient with each other. We all got to go on lots of different things. Avery went on the In the Night Garden ride, which was really cute, and Josh also took her on like the merry-go-round. Aside from that, there wasn't really that much in terms of rides. Sorry if the camera's shaky, by the way. I'm holding it up with my hand, and because I'm unwell, I'm a little bit shaky. Aside from that, there wasn't really that much that she could go on, even in CBeebies Land, just because obviously we needed to sit her on our lap. But she was actually really, really happy all day. She was even comfortable enough to doze off to sleep while we were walking around. The boys had an incredible time. Marley just has no fear whatsoever. He went on everything and anything that he could. Even the stuff that Josh wouldn't go on, and Josh likes his roller coasters. I surprised myself because I'm not a big roller coaster person. They freak me out and I don't normally go on them. Even when we went to Orlando, I didn't go on any roller coasters that went upside down or anything, but I actually went on a few. So if you're familiar with Alton Towers, I went on the Wicker Man for the very first time. That was fun, but I was so scared, and by the time I got off, my adrenaline dropped so much that I was shaking for most of the day. I went on Galactica, which I have been on before, once before, a really long time ago, back when it was called Air, but I absolutely loved that ride and everyone else loved it too. The ones that went on the roller coasters was me, Josh, Marley and my sister-in-law. Everyone else weren't really that big on roller coasters. Zach did come on the Wicker Man, which I was pleased about, but he didn't go on a Galactica. He was a little bit too scared for that. But after Galactica, I actually went on Nemesis, which I never thought I would do because that ride has always freaked me out, but I was really, really proud of myself that I did. I mean, I kept my eyes shut the entire time and screamed the entire way around, so much so that I actually thought the sore throat that I was getting was to do with the screaming and not because I was actually coming down with a cold. After that, we went on Rita, which is another ride I've been on a couple of times before. Really, really fast ride. Managed to get Zach on that one as well, and he really, really enjoyed it. So it was a really fun day. Walked Avery around the CBeebies Land and also the David Walliams bit. I didn't realise that was there, but it was, and Avery seemed to enjoy that as well. She got to see Bing because Bing was there doing like a meet and greet, so she got to see Bing. All in all, it was just a really, really nice day. And then when we got back, my mum actually had a little bit of a housewarming party, so I got to see a few members of family that I haven't seen in a while, and I also got to see my childminder. She was an old friend of my mum's, and back when we lived in Staffordshire, she was my childminder from about the age of 3 up until maybe the age of sort of 12. And me and her daughter used to be best friends, but honestly I was there pretty much every single day, so she took up a huge chunk of my childhood. So to see her again after all these years, and when I say all these years, I hadn't seen her since I was about 15, so it's been a really, really long time, and it was really, really nice to catch up with her, so that was nice. And then on Sunday we went for an all-you-can-eat Indian, which was so good. Yeah, so all in all, really, really nice weekend. Got to spend some quality time with my mum. I went to see my nan as well, popped in to see her and took the kids to see her. Josh actually went out with my dad and my stepbrother for a few hours, which I'm really happy he did because he doesn't really have boy time that much. So he went and did that. And other than that, we kind of just chilled and enjoyed each other's company. It was just a really, 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 really nice weekend. My mum is coming down here in about 3 weeks time, so I will get to see her again soon. So now I have to play catch up because I have got so much to do. I have 2 videos to edit. That is my main job for today. Avery has a few appointments this week. I've got food shopping coming today. I've got so much washing to catch up on. And we're actually off away again this weekend, only for the night. We are heading down to Cornwall. I'm going to go and see my brother. I'm going to see my best friend because she had a baby this year. She actually had her just before we moved and I never got a chance to meet her, so I'm looking forward to finally getting to meet her. And also going to pop in to see Josh's mum as well. So that is going to be a really kind of quick 24 hours, a very busy 24 hours. But it does mean that I have a lot to catch up on this week, especially since the boys actually go back to school next week. So I have to sort everything out for Zach and secondary school as well. But today my main job, because I can't plan too much in one day, because obviously I still have to parent and I still have to look after the kids and make sure they're happy. So my job for today, and the only thing I'm putting pressure on myself for, is to get my videos edited and uploaded. I thought I would give you a little bit of an update on the cake video that I made, that I said I was going to be donating the AdSense. So far I think it's made just over £10. Not my most popular video, which is a little bit of a shame, but every little helps. So I'll make sure that it has kind of leveled out and it's not really making much more AdSense, and then I will withdraw that and pass that over to the organisation. I also had another delivery from Wild. Really excited this time because it wasn't just the refills. I normally get the refills and I absolutely love the new scents, but this time they actually sent me a new component which I'm absolutely obsessed with. Look at that design. How cool is that? I think that is so beautiful. And then they did also send me a new scent, which is Tropical Jungle. I have smelt it. I can't remember what it smelled like, and I can't really tell you what it smells like right now because my sense of smell is just not there right now. But I'm absolutely in love with this component. So if you like it as much as I do and you are a fan of Wild, I do have a 20% off discount code. I will leave it in the description box as usual. But I feel like a broken record at this point because every time they send me something I say the same thing, but that is because it's true. It's made with natural ingredients, it's better for your body, it's better for the environment, which is why it's the only deodorant I use now. So check out Wild if you are interested, and make use of the discount code to get yourself a little bit of money off. So before I completely lose my voice, I am going to close this video off here. I'm not sure how long it's going to be because I feel like I started it ages ago. Things have just been so busy with how many times we've been going away and stuff. I feel like I've been unpacking to just pack again and just trying to get things done in between. So I've been a little bit slack on the vlogging point, but I am thinking about filming a Q&A soon. I have a few questions kind of stockpiled up ready to answer in a Q&A, so that will be coming soon. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys again soon in another one. Bye guys.